Orangeburg, Barnwell, Orangeburg, and Calhoun County. And the reason why I'm here tonight is because I wanted to bring a couple of things to the city of Calhoun, the city of St. Matthews, and then also let you guys know what South Carolina State is doing for our state of South Carolina. So recently this summer we hosted a summer camp program which was at St. Matthews K-8. And then also we are working with the Calhoun County Council Agent where we provide healthy lifestyle, nutrition, as well as exercising for those individuals that at the council agent. So we cover 5 parts or 5 areas within South Carolina State. The first one is 4-H youth development. That's what we do our summer camp, and that's what I want to talk about a little later on tonight. And then we do the sustainable agriculture, natural resources. That's where we work with our farmers within our states and our counties. We do community economic development. That's where we help individuals who want to start a nonprofit or who have a nonprofit or a small business, and we just want to kind of help guide you along the way and give you some advice and some training to kind of help keep your business going. And then we do family nutrition and health. Again, that's where we help individuals with eating healthy, preparing healthy meals, and we do some food demonstrations. Here in the city of St. Matthews, we partner with some agencies here to host a farmers market. We've been doing a farmers market here now for the past 3 months, and that farmers market is every second Saturday, and it's been hosted, housed at the town hall parking lot. And that farmers market consists of local farmers as well as local individuals who have things that they want to sell to the community. And I must say that the farmers market that we've been hosting has been very, very successful. And so we want to continue to host that farmers market here in the city of St. Matthews. But one of the things I want to talk about tonight is our summer camp programs. This year we've been challenged, and I say challenged because we've been challenged to host 12 summer camp programs around our state of South Carolina. Within my area, I'll be hosting at least 12 to 13 summer camp. Calhoun County is one of the ones that we're going to be hosting a week-long summer camp here. And of course, I will need to locate a building space so we can be able to host that summer camp. I did a presentation at the county council meeting, and then I want to talk to you guys about what we want to do here to see if we can get some support from the city of St. Matthews. So the summer camp is going to be in the month of June. And that summer camp is 1 week long, and that's where we work with young people ages 11 to 13. We provide a lot of different great things for those young people to gain. At the end of the summer camp, we take those young people to enrichment trips like college tours or some museums or different things where they can be able to learn and gain some more educational enrichment experiences. And then also we host a camp at South Carolina State, which is called the Achieve Camp. And that's a new camp that we started. In that camp where we hosted, where we're going to look for 125 young people from Calhoun County to be part of that Achieve Camp. And again, that camp is going to be in the month of June and July. I don't have the dates on me right now, but I would definitely be glad to share the dates very soon. But that Achieve Camp is 1 week long where we'll do drone and STEAM and stream. Those individuals will learn a little bit of sports. They'll learn a little bit of everything while they're with us for that whole week. And then we do some swimming lessons as well. And then we have a last camp, we have another camp, which is the last week of July. That camp is called Vibing with Food and Nutrition. And that camp where students will have opportunity to learn how to cook, and then again they'll learn how to swim. If they don't know how to swim, we have some individuals that can do swimming lessons with those young people. We have the camp called the 4-H residential camp, and that camp is going to be housed at Camp Bob Cooper, and that camp is 1 week long as well. And these camps is comprised of young people from around our counties. And again, we definitely would like for some of the young people who come from St. Matthews or Calhoun County to be part of that camp. And then the last camp that we're hosting is called the Bulldog Ag Emerging Camp. And that camp is housed at John Della Howell, the Government School of Agriculture. And again, those individuals will learn a lot of stuff about agriculture. They learn how to ride a horse. I went there this year, and it was a really great experience for those kids. I never rode a horse before, and so I actually rode a horse for the first time with those kids. So it was a really great experience. They did beekeeping. They fed the hogs and the goats, and they went to Botanical Garden up in Greenville. And so they did a whole lot of great things over the summer. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that and let you guys know what we're doing. And what we need from you all is the support of St. Matthews and also the support of Calhoun County to get our young people more involved over the summer. South Carolina State 1890 is hosting a whole lot of great event for the summer, but we just need the kids to be part of it. I hear a lot of times people say that kids have nothing to do over the summer, but guess what? We have a lot to do for the summer. In order for us to do it, we need your support for those kids to be part of it. I was able to go to the superintendent and then also some of the school officials to share what we're doing again this year in 2025. And I do have a card, and the card is a pre-summer registration form. There's a QR code, and what we're asking is if you can just complete this form with any parents, just have them scan it, complete it, and they'll be in our listserv. So when we get ready to go through, get ready to start our camps, we can go back and reach out to those parents and let those parents know that camp is near, and we need them to go and start registering now for camp for the young people. Yes, sir.
Question. Is there an age group? I'm sorry.
Yes. So the Explorers Camp, which is a 1 week where we house here, is from 8 to 13. The 4-H youth development, the 4-H residential camp, again, it's 8 to 13. Bulldog Ag Emerging Camp, that's going to be from 13 to 15. And their camp is more like the high school age kids because they're going to be away further from home, and they'll learn some other stuff too. So majority of our camp is from 8 to 13 and then from 13 to 15. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. If you all get a certain amount of children from this county, you all have transportation, or we would have to provide transportation for them to get to South Carolina State?
So, and that's one of the conversations that I'll be having with the superintendent. The thing is, with our chief camp, it's 125 kids from this area. We will light the bus from the district to bus those students back and forth to camp. And if we need to pay for the bus and the bus driver, we'll definitely do that. We just want the kids to come and enjoy themselves for the summer. Yes, ma'am.
What is the age? I'm sorry. And if you would be picking them up, it would be where? At Calhoun County High School?
Yeah, we haven't had a location yet because it's still like part of my planning stage. My goal is to come to our counties and talk to our constituents about what we're doing, just to see if we can get the support. And then once we solidify a location for pickup and drop off, then we definitely will let the parents know that.
I think I met you before.
Probably have.
At the school.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to ask about the age range for the achievement camp that you spoke about.
Yes, ma'am. So the chief camp is again from 8 to 13.
What is it?
8 to 13.
8 to 13.
Yes, ma'am.
And did I understand you to say that you are looking for support too in the way of having someplace to house the camp or
Yes.
whatever?
Yes. So last year we housed summer camp at the school. I want to take it out of the school because I want to kind of make it more community centered and make it more user friendly for any other kids who want to come to camp.
Right.
So I was looking at the John Ford Community Center, and if that building is not available, I don't know if you guys will have an additional building that we can look at that we can possibly host camp at.
Will you be a part of the art and ag
So
thing, the 4-H and soil and water conservation and all of that? Will you be a part of that next year as well?
yes, so we were part of Art and Ag tour up in Bamberg County this summer, and so yeah, we'll definitely be part of it. I know Clemson is actually doing some things with that too. Yep.
Mary Dixon.
Mhm.
How about Dr. Brandon Huber?
Yes.
Is he a part of
He
what?
is part of it.
He's one of ours.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
he's new to our area. He's one of your neighbors. He and his to-be bride live down past you out in
Mhm.
Edgewood. He's great.
And he's the one that grew the big watermelon every
Oh, yeah.
that weighs over
223
200.
pound
Yeah.
watermelon. Uh-huh.
year. Yeah, that weighs over
Yeah.
250 pounds.
Yeah, he is a wealth of knowledge.
Mhm.
He is a super person.
Yes,
Just,
yes.
you know, I've been very intrigued with what he is doing,
Mhm.
and then to be a part of state. And you know, in conversations with him, just to hear what State College is doing
Mhm.
and where they have come from to where they are now is very impressive.
Yes.
I
Thank you.
thank you for that work, because the kids do need something to do.
Yeah.
I want to be a kid again, because I want to go to these camps.
Well, we are looking for volunteers. So if you want to
Yeah,
volunteer.
I would love to. Who wants to go with me?
What are the hours? Can you,
Yes, so
elaborate
the
a little bit
hours,
on
if we want, for the Explorers Camp, the hours is gonna be from 8 till 4.
that? 8 till 4?
Yes, ma'am, and then the drop-off will be like 7:30, 7:45. We will feed breakfast, lunch, and snacks, so the kids will have something to eat throughout the day. And then again, everything we'll provide. Now, there is a cost, and it's a very small cost. It's $25 per kid for the Explorers Camp. There's $50 per kid for the residential camp, and also $50 per kid for the Bulldog Ag Emergent Camp. Now, Clemson usually charge about $1,000 for the residential camp at Camp Bob Cooper, but for $50, we give our kids so much for $50, right? Because we realize a lot of our kids really can't afford that, so we want to make it affordable so the kids can have some fun and do something over the summer.
So that's a one-time fee?
Yes, ma'am. That is a one-time fee. Yes.
Well, that, you know, I guess I think in terms of, it's very good, but a lot of times kids who really need to be a part of it, you wanna make it so that it's affordable or
Yes.
whatever for all of them, because a lot of them get left out of the loop because the funds are just not there through a parenting or whatever it is, so that they can be a part of
Right.
it. Do you all ever, I mean, are there anything like groups or anything that can sponsor like children to be,
Yeah.
so that they are able to attend and all of that?
What I try to do is reach out to like local businesses
Yes.
to see if they can sponsor some kids who can't afford it.
Yes.
And so if they have if any local businesses willing to support, my thing is I don't want to turn anybody away.
Exactly.
So I would definitely work with a kid who cannot afford it, but we want to make sure that they can be able to pay something along the way, or find some way where they can be able to attend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're sponsoring some students, that still would be per person,
Yes, ma'am.
$25 or $50 per person?
Per person. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Mhm.
Can I give you some, are you gonna stay for the whole meeting, or can
I
I
can.
slide a name
Yes.
to you
Yes.
to contact?
Sure.
And then whenever you find out if there are children who can't afford, if you can get in touch with this person, this may be a good connection between Calhoun and you, for multiple reasons. This is her name and number,
Okay.
and just tell her, and I will let her know now that I have passed her name and number to you.
Sure.
To help with a fundraiser or even a sponsorship for a child or 10 or however many.
Sure.
She would be a good contact for you.
Thank you.
And is there any way, I'm thinking in terms of people, there could be people right among us in our community who would like to do something like this, would give of themselves, whatever they, to be able to do this, if they knew that this even existed. I didn't even know anything about the camp last year. I'm glad to hear about it this year, as I'm sure that there are others.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that there are churches, there are all kinds of ways that we can bring people in, and people knew, or we even appeal to them to do something of this sort. Not just one person, but I'm talking, throughout our community,
Sure.
that would be happy to do this. And so That's what I'm asking. Is there any way to get the word that you all have through South Carolina State University 1890 program, that you might be able to, you know, send to churches, to send to, I mean, to get the appeal out? I think that would be important.
So I'm willing to do a meeting again
Yes.
here in Calhoun County. If anybody wants to host it, I'll be glad to come and do a presentation. I'll bring some of my colleagues along with me. So we can be able, and I'll bring some footage, you know, some videos of what we've done over the summer. And just want to let our community know what South Carolina State is doing. I think a lot of times people kind of sleep on, you know, some of the things that we do because they don't really understand. And that's my job, is to come out into our community and let everyone know what South Carolina State 1890 is doing for our community. And basically, we're just about community service, you know, help our individuals live a healthy lifestyle, you know, help plant our crops efficiently, and then also help our youth live and be healthy and safe over the summer as well as while they're in school. Yeah. So if anybody wants to set up a meeting, Mayor, I'd be glad to come.
I mean, I can think of some people, I'm not gonna give them to you right
Okay.
now, 'cause I haven't spoken to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, just off the top of my head, that I
Sure,
can think of, who would probably grasp this, their organization, their whatever, would be happy to do something like this.
Sure.
Just to help, you
Yes.
know?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can get back in touch with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The AFG grant just recently opened. Applying for that grant again this year. This year I'm gonna try for a truck, try to get us a new engine. And like I tell y'all, those grants are not guaranteed. It's a very competitive grant. The truck is gonna cost, you know, $550,000 easily, and the town will have to come up with a 5% match on that if we get it. Same as last year with the SCBA's. But everything's been going really good at the new station. Can't wait for y'all to come over for the party on the 13th. That's it.
One question.
Yes, sir.
I had a constituent that asked me about the burn ordinance with this, you know.
We are, I know where you're going. We are in the process of having Judge Bloom rewrite that ordinance. He said he would have it to me by the end of November. He got backlogged with warrants and investigations with the sheriff department. Spoke with him this morning. He said that I am on the top of his list to get that done.
Okay.
I
So,
have one.
yes,
Did y'all
ma'am.
get the sign up?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Y'all have it up?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm late. I'm coming to see.
It looks good.
Okay.
It looks real good. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, citizens. I'm happy to report that Ms. Warren, along with the Maintenance Department, successfully submitted the lead and copper requirements to DHEC. It was a lot of hard work. We still have about 156 out of the 1,200 that we didn't get done. I've had a lot of questions from your constituents concerning, is my water safe, based off the letter that we sent from DHEC that they required us to send. So if you get any questions, please forward them to town hall or have them call me on my cell phone so that I can clear up any questions that they may have. Because I have people saying they can't drink their water, they can't cook their water, and they have the same pipes that they've been living in their house for 20 years and nothing's changed. It's just we need to identify what's there and what's not there. Also, with the help of the fire chief, we'll be enforcing code enforcement. So as you receive those phone calls, like Ms. Warren said, initially we'll give them a warning and a time frame to fix whatever's wrong. And then after that, that's when we'll start writing tickets. So I'm pretty sure that's when you'll get a lot of your phone calls. But if you get any,
No, I get a lot of them now.
it's coming.
Yeah, before.
And lastly but not least, about 4:30, maybe 4:45, I got a phone call from the tractor that we're trying to purchase. With the last little bit about ARPA funds, he's sending me my quote. Today he got tied up with some other stuff. And I'll give it to Ms. Warren tomorrow. We'll talk about it. We have two that we're looking at. One from a company called Boom and Bucket. The tractor is actually in Kansas. but they got great detailed pictures, it's got low hours. It's been certified through John Deere, that is, it's good to go. And then John Deere has one, but the one that John Deere has is it's a 4-wheel drive. And typically they tear up yards. Of course, we try to stay out of someone's yard, but sometimes there's yard debris that we have to go, you know, with the front tires in the yard, and if it's 4-wheel drive, it can tear up yards. And we've slowed down on the complaints that we've gotten now that we have the grabber, about digging in people's yards. I don't hear it as often as I used to hear it, because we try to, you know, get the debris up as best we can and as much as we can. So sometimes we're gonna do a little digging, but it's gotten a lot better now that we got rid of the forks and we went to the gravel. But that's all I have.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Back to the water. You said that the pipes were there all the time and
Yes, ma'am.
the water shouldn't be any different?
It is no difference, no ma'am.
But what happens when you cannot drink the water from your faucet? Because I have that problem. I
Okay.
think I've called you twice at least. Yeah, it's just that you cannot drink.
Is it too much chlorine? Flush your area before, and depending on the age of the home. Some homes have galvanized pipes.
Okay.
I haven't found any lead pipes in the town of St. Matthews. That's just lead. They're galvanized PVC roll pipe. But sometimes galvanized, as it gets older, it'll start to close up. It'll allow small bits of particles to get in the water where it can affect the taste of it. Typically, I've had several complaints. I come out and I flush hydrants in your area to try to flush anything out of your line that I can help with. But we get our water tested daily from water systems and monthly through DHEC. So, I mean, we're providing.
I know that you have reported to me that you did do something in our area.
Yes, ma'am.
And it lasts for a while, but then it comes right back where you cannot actually drink it.
Okay. Well, I may have to increase flushing in your area.
Oh,
then. You're not on the end of the line. Typically, we have that problem at the end of the line, like down by the Board of Disabilities, and then out by the saloon, where we had to put flushing systems on it. But DHEC said because of cross contamination, we can't do that anymore. So we have to go out there and manually flush those to keep basically the water in the line from becoming stagnant.
Okay, I appreciate what you did. I just wanted to know why every so often I still have to call back and say, hey, I cannot drink this water. I appreciate you. Thank you
You're
for the
welcome.
work you do.
Yes, ma'am.
The letters that you were referring to only went to the persons with issues, correct?
Or that we didn't get to.
Okay.
That we haven't identified. If you
Okay.
didn't receive a letter, then we came to your house, we checked
Okay.
your side and
Okay.
our side,
Okay.
and you're good to go.
All
If
right.
you had lead, then we would have sent you a letter saying that
Okay.
you have lead.
All
But we
right.
haven't found any
I just want to
lead
make sure
pipes.
I understood that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So everyone that was what we call unknown, which means we didn't get to identify, received
Right.
one of those unknown
Okay.
letters that DHEC
Okay.
sent a template for.
All right.
Thank you so much.